come close when I was here at West Ham, and a couple of things didn't go and we didn't quite get results. But if you said to me tonight, when I had got here and we go down to 10 men, but I was going to get a if we hadn't got that fight and that resilience like what they showed, we'd have never get through the rest of the game. Because we came up against an improving Manchester United. Most of the people in here were here to see Manchester United. But Everton stood up to what they had to do tonight.
David, quite quickly to get down to the tunnel at half-time. Just what exactly was said, because obviously you got the lead, brilliant display in the first half, but you obviously had a situation that you had to resolve as well.
Not one word was said. Never for a minute did we think about it. It wasn't an interest that was done. I was more interested what I thought Manchester United were going to do at half-time, because I was concerned, tactically what they're going to do, how are we going to cope with it, what were choices, how could we alter. And we'd played Sunderland away from home. We were 1-0 up and we came out in the second half and we lost a goal after about a minute. So I was determined that we didn't go out with that sort of attitude. Second half was much harder. They put more people in the front line, made it much more difficult. But I thought as they made it more difficult, we defended just as well and stuck to our task.
Has Idrissa said anything? I think you said something that he might have apologised to the teammates.
Yes, he's apologised to the dressing room. At the end of the game, asked everybody and spoke to us all. So no problem, we move on from it. Disappointed it happened, but in some ways, people who've been players, I'll understand what it means when you're on the pitch, you're fighting to win, and the both of them were.
There must be an enormous sense of pride for the team to have overcome that and then deliver everything in the second half.
Absolutely, and I think if anything, the players stood up and showed exactly what they're capable. A lot of what we saw tonight is a bit like Everton, but I have to say it'd be wrong not to put Everton in the way we played at the start of the game and how we started and how we played, because we were probably the better side. For the majority of the first half, even with 10 men at times.
Paddy?
Dave, I think there's the stuff that Tierney Barry won the most headers of any striker in the Premier League game this season. What would you make of his performance? I feel like he's growing into the number 9 role.
Yeah, I do. He's beginning to. I thought he led the line well in some ways today. His numbers running are always big, and we need it even more so today to help us. So yeah, I'm pleased. I still want goals from him. Obviously, that's the thing that you get judged on as a centre forward. But I think his performance tonight for the team was worthy of what he done. He worked really, really hard for us.
Rich?
David, just in terms of Michael Keane, I guess with his involvement in the incident with Idrissa, it would have been quite easy for him to be distracted by it. It didn't feel like that at all, almost the other way perhaps. I mean,
yeah.
Did you talk to him, and how do you think he did?
No, I didn't speak to him. I said I didn't not talk to him about it at all, because I've quickly moved on. As far as I'm concerned, the couple of players. I think if you'd asked them in the crowd, and I think you boys as well, I think you're all surprised it would be a red card. I think if the referee had maybe taken 10 seconds and gone and split them, maybe said to them, hey, by the way, you're lucky, I'm giving you both a yellow. I think you might. I don't think MD in the stadium would have expected. I don't think MD in the stadium would expected a red. But letter of the law might suggest that's the case, and we have to accept that. But let's be fair, we're all football fans and we watch football. I don't think there'd have been many expecting a red card in that incident. So we're not going to talk much about it, because we've had a great victory. We might have been talking more about it if I didn't, and I accept that.
Yep.
David, so much has been talked this season about them and Jack Grealish and some of their creativity, but the way they defended that second half, especially Jack,
yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it, because the two of them done an amazing job physically. Jack said he ran a bit tonight. You know that. So we had to get. Jack was really good. The work we needed to get back, and there was a couple of times in the second half saying, "My goodness, are you going to make it all the way?" Ellie as well. Ellie done a brilliant job for us, and they've been great attacking players for us. And actually, in the early part of the game, the both of them were a threat as well. Just the longer it went, we get pushed back so far.
Just take one more.
Let's ask about James Garner to come back to Man United and just to run the game as he did. How believe you did performance in the middle of the park?
James Garner's playing really well. And I know Thomas Tuchel was here tonight, and I don't know, I'm sure he's got lots of things. I mean, he'd have certainly made everybody realise that England's number one was playing for Everton, that's for sure, because of how well he played, his saves he made. But also the likes of Kieran Dewsbury-Hall and Jimmy Gardner are English, maybe not quite ready yet, or maybe, but I'm sure that Tom has brought up Alex Scott from Bournemouth, so that should encourage the likes of Jimmy Gardner and Kieran Dewsbury-Hall that who knows what might happen as the season goes on.